Welcome to Mishna study Masechet Terumot, Perek Bet Mishna Dalet. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss separating. First, we're going to speak about separating from one item and covering another, right? Two different species. And then we're going to speak about giving the Kohen from the best. So the best of our fruits, as we're separating Terumah, that's what we're supposed to give to the Kohen. And what does that entail? So firstly, En Tormim Min Al She'en Mino. Right, you're not allowed to go ahead and separate from one species to cover another, right? So you can't separate apples to cover oranges. And if one ahead and did so, even b'di'avad, it doesn't count as teruma. Kol min haitin ehad, right? All types of species of wheat are considered one, right? So if you remember in Masechet Kilayim, we spoke about wheat and spelt, right? They would fall into one category. Barley had other categories, right? So that all falls under one. Kol min te'enin, ugerogrot, udvela, ehad. So all types of figs, right? You have figs, gerogrot, dried figs, or fig cakes. All these are considered one. And you could separate from one to the next. Now, the next part of the Mishnah is kol makom sheyesh kohen. Any place that there is a kohen, torem min hayafeh, right? So if there's a kohen and you're actually giving the kohen the terumah over here, then you're going to give from the best. Right? You give him the best of the produce. So if you have the figs, give the best figs, the freshest figs, the tastiest figs. Let's say there's no kohen in the town and you need to separate terumah anyway, right? Because you're not allowed to eat the foods until you separate terumah. Then you go ahead and separate from something that's going to sustain itself, right? Something that with time it's going to, it preserves best, or preserve the longest. So but by the time the kohen does come, he'll have something to eat. So we're always looking out for the kohen. Right, according to Tanakama, we're always looking out for the Kohen. It's either the best of the produce or the one that's going to last the longest, that's going to preserve the best if he's not around. Rabbi Yehuda says, we're not going to look out, specifically and give something that's going to preserve well if there's no Kohen. You always have to give from the best, right? According to Rabbi Yehuda. And halacha is not like Rabbi Yehuda.